Hi, good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to hotoptionbabe.com. I have a chart on the screen of the SPX or the S&P 500 index, and I'm briefly going to go over where we've already sort of been and where we're going to go in the shorter term. I really don't like to go out longer term because there's so many things that can influence a market that, to try to go out to 2011 and 12 and 14, so many things can change in the course of that time that a lot of people do it. I guess they enjoy doing it. We're more shorter term traders. We're not day traders, but swing traders and short term swing traders at that. Because, like I've told everybody in the lounge, we had 4 out of 5 winning days last week with an average of about 8%. Now, you just got to take profits when you have them, and when you have a losing trade, take it off and move on. Don't sit there and hope that things are going to change, because normally they don't. So your best course of action: take off your winners, take off your losers, move along. And unfortunately, that does take somebody to be there with you a lot of times, and that's what I'm here for. Okay, let's go over the chart really quick. In the longer term, which means in the next uh, sometime mid-August, I am bearish. But for the next week or so, or 2 weeks, I am bullish. And let me show you why. Okay, we still have that head and shoulder pattern here. We're actually forming a double shoulder. But in the shorter term, right here, you can see we have an inverse head and shoulder. So there's the shoulder, here's the head, there's the right shoulder, and now we've retested this lower trend line, which we did last week, and we should push up to around that 200-day moving average, which is around, I'll say, anywhere between 1128 and 1132. Okay, we'll give it a 4-point range. Sometimes it does overshoot, so it's even possible we could see 1140, 1150. I don't think so, but like I said, I keep an open mind about these things. Now, this is a 4-hour chart, which is one of my favorite. It's not, the daily is a little bit longer than I want, and the hours a little bit shorter than I want. But this is actually one of my favorite charts. The histogram here is right at the 0 line. Now, what I expect is it's down there a little bit, but I expect that to bounce up. We're still got plenty of room on the upside here on the 4-hour to go higher. So what our resistance is this big pink line, and I made it big and pink so you can see it. That's the 200-day moving average. Now, as you can see, what we did last week is the 20 actually crossed above the 50, which is short-term bullish, but remember, we still have that death cross where the 50 crossed over the 200. So for the short term, I am bullish. I'm long in the chat room via call spreads, and I've got other couple great picks in there that I expect us to really do well on. But my book's very tight right now. I don't like to open up a lot of trades on Friday, especially with options. You don't want to take, especially a lot of straight options over a weekend. There's no point unless you're doing leaps, and I don't do leaps because they move too slow. Much better opportunities and strategies to play. But as far as our earnings season, oh my gosh, we only missed one out of all the earnings plays we took, and we took quite a few. Now, we took First Solar, which I'm going to go over in a separate chart, on Thursday, and we went bearish, and as you can see, it was off 10 points on Friday. I actually could have come up with a little better trade on that, and I'm going to go over in another video why. So I just want you to understand, of course I'm human, and I can always make things better, but generally, as far as picking them, and there was one Coinstar that a friend of mine, recommended to go long, that the chart just didn't look good to me, and I was almost leaning bearish, but I know that Coinstar is one of those, economy kind of plays, but I just went by the chart, so I passed on it, and lo and behold, it was a really good thing because it was down huge on Friday, and was really happy that we passed. Sometimes the best trade is not to take a trade at all. So you don't necessarily have to always take trades. So anyway, you guys have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you and kicking some major trades in the Traders Lounge in the next few weeks. Now remember, once August is over, well, actually into August, we're going to start to see a lot of volume start to pick up. So I expect second half of August into September, October to be quite bearish. But up until then, I think the rally does continue. Thanks a lot and have a really, really great weekend. Oops, I turned on the weather. Would you like to see the weather in Tampa? It's 89.6 and it feels like it's like 200 degrees. Okay, thanks a lot. Have a great day.